Hello there! If you don't want to hear the reason I'm doing these videos, skip to this time right here. Wow, look at that. How crazy is that? So basically what's going on here is that I'm going to be creating two RPG Maker VXAs videos. One where I show you how to make an RPG Maker game. I came to this conclusion because I've been on an RPG Maker kick recently. So I thought, hey, why don't I show everybody how I did the, with the addition of Markiplier games. But I have gotten a lot better at doing RPG Maker games than I had been, I've proceeded my skill level, is what I'm trying to say. So I'm going to show you guys how to create a lovely little RPG Maker game without any battling or fighting, because fuck that shit. And on the other video, I'm going to be doing a little run through, like a director's commentary on the with the addition of Markiplier games, and also show you a bit of the blood. Sounds stupid. The Blood of Jacksepticeye game that I've been working on until I kind of gave up on it. So that'll be fun. That'll be for another video after this. The reason why I'm doing these, of course, is because I don't actually have a video camera. The one you saw before in the Kingdom Hearts video was my webcam, and it's not the highest of quality. It's back when I was doing the original Sonic Heroes, you know, that's shorter schlock. So without any further ado, let's get started. So you want to make an RPG Maker game. Well, first of all, if you think, hey, I'm not an artist, I can't do this, you're wrong. Anyone can make an RPG game, basically. All you need is good imagination, some good storytelling skills, and just a willingness to make something fun. Or sad, or whatever you're going to do. So this is a little one I've got up already. You don't need to make your own custom sprites if you can't do it. There are ways you can, and a lot of people will. You'll see a lot of the ones on Steam, they won't have even bothered to change the sprites, and they're selling the game. This is not for like those people. This is more like for if you just, hey, I want to make a fun little game for myself, or maybe for a YouTuber like I did with Markiplier, you know, because apparently I loved him so much. So let's go onto a new project. So the first thing you gotta do, I'm using RPG Maker. I probably should have said this before. Use an RPG Maker VXAs. Now you can use the other versions like RPG Maker XP or RPG Maker MV. They're slightly different. I think they both have a layers system. This one doesn't have that. It still has a layer system, but it's on a different like sort of plane. All of these skills are pretty much transferable. You can work out what you're doing in each of the programs. I just don't really like RPG Maker MV's style, so to speak. It doesn't look very nice, the base style anyway. So we'll be using VXAs, and that's also what I'm most familiar in the first place. You can get it on sale when it's on sale on Steam for pretty cheap, but just right now it's not exactly, you know, great unless you're planning on making them for money, I suppose. I don't know. Do what you will. Do what you will. I don't have all the money in the world, so. First of all, what we're going to do is going to click on this little new project icon. Wow, how crazy. Have you lost yet? You can basically put this anywhere. Basically any place you have room. Let's call it Ghost Dog. And here we are. This is what you'll be thrust into. I figured I'd start with the thing that's most obvious and the thing that you can see first on the screen so you don't get confused. So this up here is your pencil tool. And basically with this you draw land, you draw all sorts of stuff. So what you can do is you can create a nice little land for your character to stand on, but we're in the overworld right now. So you know in like Final Fantasy 1 and 2 and even like up to Final Fantasy 6 or whatever, you've got an overworld basically where you exit a town, you enter just a place where your character's huge for some reason. We don't really care about this. I've never used this once in my RPG Maker thing, but you can if you decide to. But what I'm going to do right away is I'm going to right-click on this map, map properties. We want to make a map where this dog is turned into a ghost. So let's make it he's running out onto the street. So let's go street scene. Display name. We'll call it Sesame Street. And there are 4 tile sets here for us right away. You can make more, and I will show you how to do that. Let's go exterior, because, you know, interior for inside, exterior for outside. Let's make it a long width. Okay, so that automatically changed the tiles to suit the new tile set. So let's get rid of all this. You can go the rectangle tool. Just literally just make everything black, easy as. Now what I would do at this point is use my downloaded city pack. and use the city to basically create a city, because the ones you get from the very beginning, they don't really have everything thought of. So you can't have roads, you can't have footpaths, so you either make your own or you download packs. You can't do that online and stuff, but I'll show you how to do that later, I think, and if I forget, just too bad, I'll do it another time. So let's make a building. Let's just say, hey, we need the floor first, so here's the road. So the road can be sand. Damn, look at that. The footpath can be rocks. Okay. Looking not so good, because I forgot to do anything underneath the building, so that's great. So if I were to just like turn this into concrete, whoops, here we go. And then I was like, okay, let's just make one solid building here. Okay, that doesn't really work. You know what? We're all still learning. You know what? That's a building. That's a building. That looks great. That looks great. You know what? That looks great. So this is the second layer scene. So basically, anything on the B layer will go over A. There are some things up here which will go over as well. For example, this grass. So if you put grass down, it will just go over the stone. You can see a little bit of it peeking out at the top. So we need windows. Windows will go over, obviously. So, oh, I'm still in the rectangular mode. See, what you can do with rectangular is you can literally just keep dragging it over. But we don't need that, so we're just gonna go pencil, click and drag over what we need, or you can do it one by one, go like this. But you can just click and drag, so I don't know why you do that. Let's put some vines coming up there. There. Looks great. So now that let's say that our land is done, we've got everything we need. There's a statue of this guy over here. So we need a door. We need a door right here. Isn't that fantastic? Okay, so let's learn about events. So this is the event editing mode. This is just map, event, and then this is region. Don't even bother with region. This is just for simple games. So I'm moving the player character. This is where they start in the game. So basically what we're gonna do here is A, make a door, and then B, we'll create our character. Our proper character, that is. So, I'm gonna do everything in order, not by like structure or, you know, putting things in groups. If I was like showing you how to do sprites and then showing you how to import sprites and then put those sprites on the map, it might be really confusing and you might not want to like do it anymore. So we're doing this in the order of how you create a game. So here we want to create a door. So what we're going to do is right click here and click new event. Actually, you can click quick event creation. That's a lot easier. So we want to make a door, and you can double click on this and it'll take you to all the original doors and stuff. You could also make it a crystal, or you could make it a gate. I think we're going to do gate because that makes the most sense in this scenario, and you just click and it covers the whole thing because this is what it automatically animates. Destination, it doesn't matter. This is only in a cutscene. And if we click play game, and we save changes, yes. Oh god, that's loud! And here you can see we are actually in the game, wow! Look at that, you can hold shift to run. Oh, this is a vine, you can actually go off vines. Okay, didn't know that, but as you can see, it is a functioning door to nowhere. Now, if you wanted this door to just be here a door, you would click edit event. And you would just literally just delete everything here and do just running as a parallel process. It's just same as characters. It's a thing. You can't walk into it. This is just for a cutscene, so we don't have to worry about anything like the vines being climbable or anything, because, again, as I said, just a fucking cutscene. Won't you listen to me? So first we're gonna create our dog. Oh, then I can't show you the character generator. I made it stupid by making this game about a dog. So how about we make it about a girl who gets turned into a dog when she dies? That sounds great. So let's go to the character generator here, because you can create characters. This is the first thing I normally do when I start up a game. I just create the little sprite down here. You can use this up here as well, if you'd like. We're not going to for the purpose of this video. Instead, we're going to create our own. So we're going to make a little girl. And there we go. Perfect. So we're going to save this character. And we're saving this under here. If you wanted the face saved, you can, save it. If you click output face, we're outputting character. Ding! Good dilly. And just to show you, I'll output the face as well. Ding, go, dilly, happy. What you can also do if you want multiple expressions, you just literally click on eyes here, and then you can have mouth changed. She's also a vampire now. Alright, so, and then you can have output another face as dingadilly hungry. Boom. And then when you make scenes, you can make her either happy or hungry. Boom, done, right there. You can save the base file for that as well if you just simply see it's not saved. You can save the... Well, maybe you can't. Okay, forget what I said. You see, our character's still this guy. We don't want this guy. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the database. This is the place where everything happens. Where your tile sets, you got your system stuff, you got your actors, and this is our actor. We don't need any of these actors. These are just stock things. So we're going to change the maximum to 1. Actually, we'll change the maximum to 2 because we're also going to be a dog a little later on. So we're going to change the graphic to Dingadilly, which was automatically saved to the correct file. And we're going to make her face in the menu, even though we won't see it, so it doesn't even matter. And you see she's got this hand axe, wooden shield, and casual clothes and stuff. We're basically going to get rid of all that a little bit later by using code, but you know what? We'll just leave it like that for now. She can be holding a hand axe, I suppose. And we'll name this one Dog. Oh, wait. She gets turned into a dog, and the dog is a ghost. Whatever. She's going to be killed and turned into a ghost dog. That makes sense. We don't need a nickname. Fucking hell. We don't need any of this shit. We don't need the classes. We don't need any of this. So basically what you can do if you're not going to use classes and stuff, you just change the max to 1, delete that, do the same with skills, change maximum to 1, delete that shit, and we'll make our own items a little later on, but change the maximum to 1, delete that shit, because we're not having any combat. We ain't having enemies. These are animations. We don't need to worry about these either. Again, you come to the wrong place. You're doing battles. This is for storytelling. This is great old stories. Make some good old stories. She's really dog-like. You know, just a pretext to that's why she turned into a dog. I do things straightforward. I go 1 to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next. You don't have to do that. You can make all your maps first and then do everything else. But if you're watching this in a step-by-step fashion, you'll be able to do it even after, you know, everything's gone through. So, I'm not expecting you to follow along. Or you could follow along. You can make your own map. What we're going to do is create an event to make the event happen. So, I'm going to move Dingadilly over here. So, she's going to be playing in the street with her... so, she's going to be playing with... I'm going to show you how to create a moving event right now. It's going to be crazy, I know. What these are is basically meaning when this object moves, it'll change its sprite. Depending on, a sprite is like the pixel art. It'll change its sprite depending on what's happening. So if you had an actor, it means if you had a walking animation ticked, it means when they moved, they would walk. However, what we're going to do is give her a ball to play in the street with, or some sort of something to show what she's playing with. So let's go with, she's playing with this big black ball. So let's go walking animation, yes, correct. And this is the graphic. So same as characters, runs at a parallel process, because we're not going to be using this event itself to move it. Instead, what we're going to be doing is creating a different event which moves everything. So what we're going to do first is I'm just going to create an event for this scene. So I'm just going to create it up here because I can. And what we're going to want, and these are very important, I skimmed over this before, but we want this to be, I mean, it doesn't matter, it can be below characters, but action button means that if you walk up to the event and you press the action button, or the, interact button, it'll make the event happen. Whatever you type here will happen, essentially. Play touch is when it touches it, event touch is when another event touches it, auto run will mean that you cannot move, the player cannot move, nothing can happen until this event is done. Unless it's a parallel process happening at the same time. Parallel processes just work while anything is happening. So if you are walking around the town and an NPC is walking around in its NPC fashion, that's a parallel process because it's moving at the same time you are. However, autorun means that nothing can happen, essentially. And I didn't know that making my first game. So when Markiplier moved upwards in the middle of a cutscene, it kind of busted the whole thing.
Tim, I think I'll be going too. No way, there's only like 20 more seconds until the explosion. Oh, but I don't get to make a choice? Wait, whoa, I am making a choice here. Whoa, uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Was I supposed to go anywhere? Oh boy. Yep. Oh, okay.
Also, this priority below characters, same as characters above characters. This just means where it's situated on the map. Below characters means you can stand on it, essentially. Same as characters means that you cannot stand on it, and above characters means it'll be above you. So if you have a graphic, it'll move depending on, what you pick here. So it doesn't really matter what we pick because it's just a friggin', it's up there. No one's gonna be touching it. Nothing's gonna be happening because it's going to be an auto run. Wowee! Wow! Let's test it again first, real quick, because this is baby's first adventure. Fucking hell! Let's start off our cutscene. So what I like to do is tint the screen to literally take one frame. It's make it completely black to start off with, so I can fade it in to a nice color. So I tint the screen to 1. I wait. And I'm going to wait, I don't know, 60 frames. So basically what's going to happen is as soon as I start the game, you know what, I'm going to change the audio right away because I don't want to be listening to that giant, like, last time, so title screen. Let's change that. Let's just put the volume all the way down to nothing. This is where you change all your sound effects. We will only be needing, like, these ones. So if we start the game up, as you remember from the event previously, it made it dark instantly. What it should have done is made it black the instant I started up the game. Okay, give me a second. Tint screen. Oh, I must have done wait for complete. Okay, wait for completion. So what this will do is essentially make the whole game wait until it's done. You can use it to like do some cool stuff, like if you want to tint the screen and you need the event to stop while that's happening before somebody talks or something. So we edit, we don't need to wait for completion, and let's see if that worked. Edit the event, parallel process, apply. Go. There's a lot of like trial and error with this kind of crap. Yep, as you can see, there was a little tiny flash, but that's necessary, to be honest, unless you want to change that code around. But we don't know how to change code. We're not doing that. And I know you don't want to change around code either, because, you know, this is baby's first adventure. Now, this is a parallel process. While this event is going on, it's continuously telling the screen to tint the screen to 1. So what we're going to do is change it to an auto run, and the way we do that is by creating a new page. Now each page will Now each page is treated more importantly than the previous one, so if you have one as 2 and one as 1, and you want the one which is in 1 to be, you know, the proper... You'll see. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is make a self switch. Now these are all event commands that you can put in here, and each one does their own thing, clearly. Each one's nicely divided up into its own thing, which is really nice. So what we're going to do is we're just going to do a self switch. Now a switch is basically a light switch with 4 switches here. So we're going to turn self switch A on. And what this essentially does is tells the game, okay, this is a little switch that's on, and what I can do is make a new event page, and when a self switch is on, which only affects this event because it's a self switch and not a regular switch. We'll work with regular switches a little bit later. The condition where it will start is only when self switch A is on. So number 1 will go first because self switch A isn't on. Hopefully that makes sense. We shouldn't wait 30 frames. We should just instantly do that. Because if we waited 30 frames, you might be able to move. I'm not sure because it's a parallel process. But we're just going to do this just in case. And instead what we're going to do is we're going to insert the waiting. And this just makes the game wait. It just literally just stops the game, essentially. Stops anything from moving. And then we'll fade in. So we still have the tint. You gotta remember we still have the tint. So we're gonna tint the screen back. And we're gonna make it sunset, because it's a lovely little sun. Now this is way too sunsetty for me. And it's gonna take 1 second, and we are gonna wait for its completion. So the text won't be coming up before it's completed. So wait for the completion. Then as soon as it's done with that, we'll show some text. And that's great, because we'll do Dingadilly happy. I sure am having fun with this ball. Now you can preview this, and as you can see, it's off the side, so with his ball. Who is his? There's also, I forgot to say, there's dim background, there's transparent, and essentially dim background will make it black. And, well, not black, but it'll make it like a 50% opacent black shaded background. You can make your own backgrounds, I'm sure, if you just code it in. And this is transparent. And look at that, it's sunset. We've faded in, and she says, wowee, I sure am having fun with this ball. And what it should do, yep, it waited 30 frames, and then started up the cutscene again. So I can't move during this, but basically the event is running over and over and over again, as I said before, like when it's tinting the screen. So in order to how to stop that is you have to, basically how you have to do that is tell the event to erase itself. Now you can do this multiple ways. Now we only need to do this one way because we're never coming back here again. So what we can do is literally just click, as soon as I find it, erase event. And what this does is just make the event die until you come back to the room, that is. Now you can see this in things like if you, let's say you open a chest, you go into a different room, you come back into that room, and you can open the chest again. It's like, wait a minute, I don't want this. I need this chest to be opened all the time. I don't want infinite chest items. So I'm gonna delete this, and I'm gonna show you how to do it properly. So what I do is I insert another self switch. And let's make this one B, because B is after A. New event page, self switch B, and then we just make it a parallel process. And bam, it's literally an event that plays in the background that does nothing. So she'll say, well, yeah, I sure am having fun with ball. Then instantly I can walk around. Wow, look at this. But that's not all, folks. We're gonna do a proper cutscene. So what I did before is I created this little ball. Now what I should do is name it, because I'm stupid. What we're gonna do is make the ball bounce away from her. Let's just do that. So let's insert a set move route. Now you can also do other stuff here. Again, we'll get to all this. We'll get to all this. Trust me, we'll get to it. My voice is gonna be dead by the end. So let's have the ball, I don't know, you can move it down from her. I'm just gonna jump it away from her. We'll eventually be getting to the moving in cutscene. So we're gonna do the jumps, just to show you how to do the jumps. This is X and Y. You know your X coordinates, you know your Y coordinates. If X is across, get it? It's across, because it's across, that's how I remember it. And Y is like a yo-yo, so you go up and down. Like if you were looking at a graph, X, if you want to go to the right, X would be a positive number. If you want to go to the left, X would be a negative number. If you want to go up with Y, it's a positive number. If you want to go down, it's a negative number. At least that's how I remember it. So let's make it jump -1. Because we want it to only jump one tile at a time. So let's just copy. He jumps once, he jumps twice, he jumps 3 times, and then he disappears. He goes transparent. I don't know, maybe he'll jump. Maybe if I click through on, because through means it can go through objects, so I don't know whether it can go through the actual world itself. So let's see if that works. Now what you can do is make sound effects along with this. You'd have to make each move route its own thing. So if you wanted a bouncing sound effect each time, I'll show you how to do that as well. Actually, you know what, let's do that too. As it jumps, we'll insert a sound effect. So we'll play a sound effect. And what I'm going to use is what I always use for jumps, is the miss sound effect, which is being pitch shifted up. And then what's going to happen is that it's going to play the miss sound effect, and because it's not waiting for anything, because it's just music, if you wanted it to wait for the sound effect to finish, you'd have to do another wait event thing. But we want this to happen a couple times, so literally what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy this event and paste it 3 times, and copy this event and paste that one 3 times. And let's see if that worked. Let's just go. It's always just doing it over and over again. Wowee, I sure am having fun with this ball. Okay. As you can see there, something's gone wrong. What I needed to do was change it to ball, because I saved the name of the event called ball. Also, -1 apparently is up, so we want him to go down, so we're just going to change it to 1. Oh, it does jump off screen. Wonderful. Excellent. Get back here, you ball Biff. So what we're going to do is we're going to finish this cutscene. Now, what we want to happen is for a car to come out of nowhere and kill Dingadilly. I'm going to put a new event here, and we're going to give it a graphic, but there's no cars in here. There is a downloadable thing for cars, and I do have it, but we're not quite up to there yet. Oh, here's vehicles. All right, let's have a blimp come out of nowhere and kill her. There is a walking animation, so it will automatically turn left as it's moving left. And we want this to be faster, same as characters, parallel process, bam, done. So here we are. Get back here, you ball bit. Let's wait. Let's wait 5 milliseconds. We'll add a sound effect. We'll play a sound effect. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to set a move route for... Before we do that, we need to be able to see our fucking blimp. So what we're going to do is we're going to insert another waiting period, so you hear it and then you see it. So let's go send move route for the blimp, and we're going to set its speed, which I'm sure I can do here. Change speed to 2 times faster. So that means it's about sprinting speed. How many blocks are there in between? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, wait for completion. And while this is happening, actually, what we can do is midway through it moving left, we can have the character turn to the right. So what I'm gonna do is we need to split this up basically. So we're gonna get 6 on this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and then we'll just copy and paste this because we can. But in between, we'll insert another move route, which won't be waiting for completion, and we will have turn right. So their body, so little Dingadilly's body here will just turn to the right. Right as it's about to hit her, the screen tints to completely black. And this happens in 1 frame. We wait for the completion. We don't even wait for the completion. We wait for the completion. And we play the crash sound effect, which is... oh god. Let's wait 2 seconds. Give everybody the impact of what's just happened. Wow, this character we don't care about has died or been hit by a blimp. Oh no. Wowee, I sure am having fun with this ball. Get back here, you ball Biff. Okay, this is fucking stupid, but it's great, okay? If anybody wants to continue this game after I'm done with it, I could, like, give you the files or something. I don't know. I'll figure something out. So the event which happens now is that she's gonna wake up as a dog. How crazy. We need to get another player model, because she needs to wake up as a ghost dog, as the dog. So we have all these actors here that are automatically in the game, but I know there's a dog one. So here we are, here's Ghost Dog. What I'm gonna do this time is draw you a nice little doge, and we're gonna make that the face. Here are some ones I did previously. Wow, look at this. Fuck. So here we are in Photoshop. So we're gonna create our dog. Now, I'm gonna do this with a mouse because I'm showing that anyone can do this. So let's draw a nice little dog, shall we? He's mad. He's a mad dog. Okay, so here's our dog. As long as you have right comedy, and as long as you have the right, storytelling skills, you can literally make a game about anything and any style, and people will fucking play it. They'll do it, man. Like, you see a lot of stuff nowadays. The size of the faces, as you can see here, I've already got the faces. So what these are 96 by 96 pixels. Now, instead what I'm going to do is I'm just literally just going to paste this in so I can get an instant 96 by 96 pixels. Gonna merge these layers, gonna transfer this dog. He's a little big. And you can do this with GIMP, which is free as well. Or you can even make them with paint if you have the right sized thing. So let's save it in, after you make VXS, goes dog, graphics, faces, and then dog. If we wanted to do extra facial expressions, it's very easy. I'm a bored dog. I don't care about what anybody says about me. I'm just gonna look to the left here like I'm bored. Even have a little mouth there. Maybe that's my mouth. Boom, there we go. Bored dog. Here's another example. If you wanted to change stuff about this, I changed the color of the hair here. So what I did is I just went image adjustments, replace color. And you literally just click on what you need, change the fuzziness to how much you need it. And if I wanted her hair to be like bright blue or something, you can do that. Now back in this, we want the girl to wake up as the dog. You know what I think would be a good idea? That you actually walk into this building as your first place to go, because it'll be easy enough to create a inside environment. What we're going to do is we're actually going to delete this event right here, because we're going to be on the same map. And instead what we're going to do is we're going to actually make it transfer us somewhere. So let's make it a door. Oh, look at that. What do you know? We'll change the destination in a little bit. Just bear with me, because we have to create another map. So we right click on this, go new map, Street Inc. And it's an interior, because it's the inside of a place. Let's make it a nice wooden floor. And our character will start off about here. So what we can do is we can literally go back into events, like so, edit event, and it will play the sound effect open, which I'm going to edit right there. And I'm going to make it a different noise. Let's make it the saint noise. All right, sure. This is the automatic door turning. So when it says turn left, wait 3 frames, turn right, wait 3 frames, turn up, just means it's essentially going through this. So that's turning right, that's turning left, that's turning up. I mean, right, left, is that right, left, up? And this must be down, that means. Just like the player characters, because they have that too. If you see, down, left, right, up. So that's how you know which one it is. That does that. The player will step forward. The sound effect will be move, but I'm going to turn that down because I don't like the sound effect. It's really loud. Transfer player, we can edit this one. So this is where it's transferred. And I'll show you actually where this comes from. So insert, transfer player, building, pick a place. Okay. Direction, so this is where they'll end up. So it'll automatically make the direction retain from its last one, so it will always be up in this scenario. But if you have like a long stretch of transfers and you can go back and forth, sometimes going up will mean that your character will end up going to the next place and still be facing upwards. So we're just going to make sure they're always facing up. That's there, but of course our event doesn't let us move around just yet, or it does, but it's not what we want just yet. So our event is going to continue onwards. So it waits 120 frames, and then it's going to fade in. Actually, before that, you got to remember that we need to be our dog in the next scene. So what we're going to do... oh, I colored outside the lines there. God dang it. Whatever. It adds the charm. Edit event. And while the screen is still black, we insert a scene to... should be under party. Change party member. Ding-a-dilly. Well, we can add ghost dog first of all. Initialize. I think that means make party leader. And we can remove ding-a-dilly. And then we can make the scene look good. So what I'm gonna do is add another effect of fire. Because it's on walking animation, but it's not walking, it doesn't actually, you know, and it won't be the right animation anyway. So what we need is stepping animation. And that'll just automatically play it through its little animation. Let's make it the action button. And when you interact with it, the dog goes, oh gee, that's fire. And that'll be automatically happening. But the point is that we can't have it there the whole time, right? Because it's just going to be starting up and it's just going to be automatic fire. So what we're going to do is that this is going to be the actual next event page, because we'll have a switch, which will... this is a good place to show switches. So what we'll do first is we'll show what's going to happen. So when the screen turns to black, we're also going to add in a switch. We're going to control switch number 1, and this is turn fire on. And basically what's going to happen from there is that now the game knows that this switch, which happens throughout the entire game, it's not just on this event, is turned on. So this fire knows that it's only turned on when the switch is here. Usually I would do a blank event page and then have when the switch is on the next one. But let's see if this works. I don't think I ever faded the screen, did I? Well, if the fire's there, we don't know. Or maybe we do. It is there! Okay, it is there. Tint screen. And let's make it night. Make it a dark night. And let's wait for completion. It takes 80 frames to fade back in. And this will be also a good place to show off weather. So before that happens, and as we're moving out parties, we'll insert, and this all happens in like 1 frame. So we will insert weather. So we'll set some weather effects. And we'll make it raining, we'll make it a storm. And we'll make the power 3. If you want to add in your own sound effects, here's the place to go. So you go here, BGM, this is for music. BGS, this is for sound effects. So if you wanted a clock ticking in the background while the music is still playing, this is the place to go. Or here's a storm right here. So let's take that for instance. Oh, I should probably say the rest. Media effects. I think this is what that's called. But these are for like game overs. These is for the fanfare and stuff. So you basically only need it for the game over in this case. And audio sound effects, which is for basically everything else. And we'll go storm. Oh god. Sounds really bad, but you know what? We'll just have to live with it. Also, it'll keep playing, even if you exit the thing. So if you want it to stop, you'll either have to start up your game or literally click stop. We'll have the character look left and right, and then we'll say, show text. Wow, I'm a dog. Let's have a look around. Let's also make it so you can't actually leave the area. Well, not that you think you can leave the area. So let's just make a lovely little fence here. That doesn't really make sense if the blimp. The blimp can fly, okay? The blimp can fly. You come up with your own creative ways as to why people can't leave certain places or do something. Usually I just add a little thing like, maybe I should check out that building and then have the character forced to move back one step. And I'm sure you know how to do that at this point because I've taught you everything you need to know about how to do that. But so let's try it out. Let's try out our Ghost Dog's crappy adventure the way it is going. Here comes the chicken blimp. Oh no! Oh man. Wow, I'm a dog. Oh, I forgot to do a dark background. And now we're a dog. Look at that. Okay, so you see what happens here when it's looking downwards? Depending on which way I look at it, it turns up to look at me. That's because I didn't do direction fix. You'll probably have to play around with this to get your own feel for it. But for this instance, I'm going to just turn on direction fix. Also, you may have noticed that the rain instantly came up. That's because I could either fade out the screen properly, not tint it, because the rain goes over a tint. But what I'm going to do is actually fade in the rain. Same way I faded in the screen. So it's 80. So if I want this... So let's go 80, and we won't wait for completion, so it'll happen at the same time as the screen is tinting. So that should be the full scene, really. Oh, we'll add some background sound. The way you can do this is either go to your resource manager and import directly from here. But what I'd like to do is go into the base file itself, murder cabin in this instance, and then you can see everything here in Ghost Dog, audio, you can go to BGM, BGS, MESE. So we want some BGM, we want some background tracks. Maybe not. It kind of sounds like launch base. Let's just shove it in. And let's have the start up some music when you're a dog. So let's have it sad music because you're a dog. Oh no, you're a dog. Anything from Sonic 06 is pretty sad, right? Yeah, sure, that'll work. Running through the plains. It's meant to be happy, but it's sad because it's with Sonic with fucking Elise. What are you two doing? Get Sonic back to the zoo. You just having fun, Bubby? Do you mind being in the video? You don't mind. Your face. She's watching me do the video. There she is! You can't hear her because she's on a different plane of existence, but I finally figured out how to record games without the Discord overlay, so that's nice at least. So now we're going to add in the sound effects. So we need this to be in the event as well. So as the screen is starting up and it's waiting for the tint screen, we'll insert just before it. We'll play the BGM clip of Sonic Launch Base. When the blimp hits the player and the sound effect of Earth goes on, we need to instantly fade out BGM. I need to just stop the BGM. 0 seconds. Change it to 1 second? Oh, come on! I guess I could change it so it changes to a BGM, which literally all it does is nothing, where it has no music at all. But for this instance, we're going to just fade out BGM by 1 second, okay. And then when the dog wakes up, we insert play BGM running through the plains. Ah, listen to that great music. And here comes the chicken. You can hear Sonic in the background, I think, and the fire doesn't change its position anymore. Oh gee, that's fire. I'll show you how to change this as well, because I don't want these vines climbable. Here we are in Street Ink, and you may notice something, that the rain is still pouring inside. Okay, and now I'll show you how to change all this, okay? Won't that be great? Okay, man, you didn't think this would be boring at all, but here we are. Fucking hell, listening to Sonic 06 music, listening to rain overpowering it, raining inside a building, there's a void of nothingness, and we're looking at a fucking dog. Alright, here we go. Now I'm going to show you how to stop the rain from being in this building. It's in transfer player, right? And this is simply a fade, a regular ass fade. But what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to click insert, I'm going to click fade out screen, so you literally can't see anything. Then it's going to transfer the player. Right after it's faded out the screen, I'm going to stop the weather effects, so none. Literally just 0 frames, wait for completion, and also I will fade out the BGS by 1 second. Let's just make it 1 second. Fade out BGS, which is the rain, and then once we're inside the building, we fade in the screen. You can change the tint if you like. For example, if the building has a different lighting, actually let's do that as well. And let's say it's just got a regular ass, it's just regular, you know. And look at that. Perfect. Hear the music? You're a dog. Oh, I'm sure how to change these vines first of all. So here we have the tile sets which you got. And I'll show you how to import some custom tile sets. So here's the tile sets for the field, which you're not going to use, but let's go the exterior, which we are using currently. So what we're going to do is find these vines. Here they are. So basically these vines are climbable because they've got circles on them. As you can see here, X's means you cannot go through them, and stars means you'll go behind them. So for things like tall trees, this building here, this tent, it's got stars in it, and bits which you can't go through, and bits which you can, so you can transfer to other places. So what we're going to do here is we're literally just going to just make these X's. That's it. Easy as that. There are ways you can do passages. So, for example, let's see if there's any here. Yep, okay. So this one allows you to move up and down on the ladder, but not left and right. Hope that makes sense. You can do this for things like couches, so you can move onto the couch, but not off to the couch's sides. Now let's import our own tile set. Now you can download these from literally Steam itself, and it'll show up in your RPG Maker folder. I have the buildings DLC, but there's also fan-made stuff, which if you just ask, well, you don't even have to ask, but if you credit, you can use. But I'm just going to use a really, really simple one. One that I use a bunch is one that I created myself in Photoshop. So I took the one with the ball, which you've seen before with the event, and I basically added my own stuff to it. I added Tiny Box Tim here, a little blood splat, computer, and this big blood splat up here. So what I'm going to do for that is literally just copy, go to RPG Maker VXS, go Dog, go Graphics, go to Tile Sets, and you paste it in. So if you were to go into your Steam apps and go RPG Maker VXS, and you go to your, well, here's where the DLC ends up. So if you buy the DLC, see here are all the tiles, and you just import them the way I did just before. So here's a car, could have used the car instead of the blimp. And here we are, we'll put our tile set in, and what we're gonna do is gonna go to our database, and we want, what did I want this for again? See, D is free, D and E are free here, so let's just go, little browse, and you can see that our thing popped up. And we look, there's Tiny Box Tim, and here we go. Bam, right there. And we can change, you know, what these things, like, I don't want to be able to walk through this if I put it on the map, right? So just X all this. If you want to be able to interact with this ball, for instance, what if I put down this boulder right here? I could slap it onto the ground, and then it's stuck there forever. Or if I wanted to make it disappear in the next scene, I could make it an event. I could give it a graphic, and just make it like I did the fire. If you put it down on the ground and you know you're not going to move it though, then you literally just can't put an invisible event over top, which is same as characters. And there we go. That's pretty much the first cutscene done. And let's just make a little building. Let's make a I don't know. Let's do something. Let's have this a little building that you can interact with things, and little things will do different stuff. So let's make sure first of all that we have everything we need. So that's there. Ghost Dog will appear there, and let's have an event here. And don't worry about having a character land on an event when it enters a different room. It won't, the event won't go off unless you go off the event and then onto the event again. So let's have that player touch, and the dog wants to stay in here, so he says, oh, I should have a look around. I wonder if anybody will actually, like, make a game out of this. If I give them the files, I wonder if anybody actually will, though. And then what I'll do is that to stop him from going back outside, and because there's no way he can get back outside anyway because I haven't made a transfer player event, but I'll mask that by simply setting a move route so he moves up every time he tries to go outside. We'll run through this one more time, and then I'll move Ghost Dog so he doesn't start outside every time. Here comes it again. Oh no! He's a dog now. Oh, I mean she. Well, I'm a dog. Well, woof. Can't climb on these anymore, see? Look at that. And look, here's our boulder. Gee, that's a rock. And here we are. Now, see, oh, let's go back outside. I should have a look around, because I'm a ghost dog now. And he just automatically moves upwards. And that's how you keep someone in a room. So let's just put Ghost Dog right here. Let's set the starting position of Ghost Dog right there. Oh, it's not Ghost Dog anymore. Whatever, it doesn't need to be Ghost Dog anymore. That event doesn't happen, which turns her into Ghost Dog. But we can literally just make our events here. and just, this is like a separate little thing. So you know how to make a cutscene now. You know the main things to do in a cutscene. You know switches and you know other stuff. Let's show a couple of things here. So I'm going to show you guys how items work. Now I'm going to create a little item right here. So I don't need a potion. I don't need any of this because these items are just simply going to be used to change things around. You can do custom sprites in this as well. So let's have, you need the hammer to break through a box. So the hammer, description, breaks through stuff. Type is nothing. I mean, it's not. Scope, none. Occasion, never. You don't have to use it and you don't have to consume it. We apply that and now that just exists. So what we can do is put an event here, give it the graphic of, the hammer's just gonna be a pickaxe for now on the table. Or you can make it like a little moving sparkle. Let's do that instead. You know, cheap out, shall we? The stepping animation direction fix, as you remember with the fire. Okay, let me get this hammer. And then what we're gonna do is we're going to change items. Hammer, increase by 1, okay. And then what we can do is insert a self switch, turn it on, event page, you know how this goes, self switch A, characters, parallel process. All right, we know it. But we need a reason to have the hammer, of course. So we're gonna take the switch. So if I remember which direction they all face, it's down, left, right, up, I think. Now the thing is that this switch will always exist. But right now, it's the same as characters, trigger is the action button, but all it does is the dog will say, this is a switch. I need a hammer to press it down. But if we go new event page, and we have the item, the hammer, which exists, instead, it's still the same thing, so make sure you grab the thing again. So with this graphic, now that we've got the hammer, it's a little bit different. So what we can do is similar to the door, move route, and because it starts off as looking down, we'll move it left. We will wait like 3 frames, I think it was. Move right. Copy and paste this shit. And then we'll move up. It'll do the little sound effect. It'll go... nope. So we start off in here, of course, because I set the player to go here. And this is the button. This is a witch. I meant to say switch, but it's a witch now. I need a hammer to press it down. And we can't do it because we don't have the hammer. Okay, let me get this hammer. Then we got the hammer. So we do have a hammer. If we go to our items, we do have a hammer. And it went once and then stopped. So there's something wrong here. It's frozen apparently. Oh, it's move left. I need to turn it left, of course. There we go. Turn left, turn right, and then turn up. You can also do a little text box saying, you know, found hammer, or do a little sound effect going diddle-a-ding, like you got something. And there we go, boom, done. Look, it's pressed. It'll happen every time I do it though. If you want it to come back out, you can of course add in the extra frames after you've played the sound effect, and then it will pop back out, and then you can do it again. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make it so it stays that way. So what do we do for that? Control self switch A, on. New event page, self switch A, and that'll overwrite everything else. Switch, have it like this. Literally just direction fix, that's it. So this is helpful for if you want your character to find something before you can do something. For instance, if you need a key to open a door, then that means you can make the door only open when you have the key. Or if you need a character to give something to someone, and then you can decrease the hammer by 1 from your inventory. Instead of changing the items to +1, you just go -1. So if you gave someone a croissant, for instance, what we were gonna do is show choices. So choice 1, choice 2, yes and no. When cancel, it's choice 2. Instead, we're gonna have the dog say, should I press it? And when you say yes, take that, put that down, and that'll happen. But when I say no, another time maybe then. And that means that you can do this again and again and again, as many times as you like, looking at the switch, and you can do this for as long as you like. You can make quizzes out of it to have, like, if you get the question right, you get an item or something, or if you get the question wrong, you just die. Should I press it? No. Another time maybe then. Should I press? Yes. And that's that. I pressed it. That's step 1, I suppose. Another thing I failed to mention was the shadow pen. You can make little shadows if you like. Now, there is an alternate version of switches called variables. Instead of having a event have if item exists, what if you needed like 3 of that item? What if you needed 3 gold coins to pay the toll? You can't have that with just item. And how are you going to do it with switch if with every gold coin you have turns on the gold coin switch? And you can only do 2 switches at once. So that's why you need variables. And variables are your best friend for like collectathons, I guess. So if throughout the game you're getting all of these little gold coins and they're needed to unlock the secret ending, you need 10 gold coins to open the secret door. First of all, you need the gold coin itself. So let's go create the golden coin. And let's make this a little gold coin, shall we? Let's make it a star. You need 5 gold stars. Here's our little gold star. Let's give it a little graphic. And then we change an item. We want our gold stars to increase by 1. You can just literally click control variables, gold star, add 1. You can subtract it, you can multiply it, you can divide it, you can set it to a certain amount. So we add 1 gold star to our variable. And then, as you all know, gotta do that self switch on to turn that shit off. Let's make a man. Let's just make a guy. Same as characters, action button. When nothing happens, he's just like, show me the stars. Show him the stars, sure, whatever. And his face is this guy. But, new event page, of course, when the variable of gold star is 3 or above, which is the guy I picked. Wow, that's some stars. Have this jewel, sure, have this jewel. I was meant to write key, but I wrote other thing, whatever. Maybe he's the one that gives you the hammer. And then he just fucking controls the self switch again. Turn that on. And I'll copy and paste this event. We don't need the variable anymore. We need the self switch A. You can also give him the stars if you like. You can minus the stars out of your inventory, but we're not going to do that. Done. Literally right there. Then we can just delete the hammer out of existence because we don't need that anymore because this guy gives us the tools necessary to press the button. Where are the stars? Oh, I didn't do self switch A. Okay. So here we go. Here are the 3 stars. They're not... I found the gold stars. I found the gold stars, but I only have 2 gold stars right now, so let's talk to him. Show him the stars. I found the gold stars. Wow, that's some stars. Have this jewel. And then he does give me the hammer, as you can see. You would write a little text box saying, obtained hammer or something, and then you could have him say something else like, have fun with that hammer. Maybe you should press a big red button with it. Then you can press the button, and it just... that event happens. And maybe when that event happens, maybe there'll be an invisible event here, right here, huh? How's that? How does that sound? Below characters. Oh, look at that, parallel process. But then you go new event page. And when a certain switch is turned on, specifically this one, insert a switch before the self switch, because otherwise it won't turn on, control switches. Let's say, switch turned on with the hammer, you know, because we pressed it with the hammer. And when we turn that on, this one can have the switch of the switch turned on. It can be below characters and play a touch. And what it will be, this opens up in the ground right here. Below characters, play a touch. Doesn't need a walking animation, just direction fix, and bam, there we go. And then when this is turned on, this basically comes into life. And what we would do is that it has a transfer player thing. Unfortunately, we don't have another place to transfer them yet, so that'll have to be just in the middle of the building for now. So what we're going to do is make it a little more, you know, we'll add a little weight. Then what we'll do is tint the screen to black in the time of 30 frames, wait for completion, then it will turn, whoops, did it below it. So we'll tint the screen to black, 30 milliseconds, control the switches, switch turned on, and so it'll pop into existence while the screen is black, then tint the screen to normal again, and 30 frames, after the switch is turned on. And a lot of this comes with just literally just playing it and testing out certain functions and just finding out online what certain things do, and that worked. See? And bam, you go in and you end up exactly where you were. I mean, I can show you some other stuff. Let's. Now, you know how to import sound effects. You know how to import music. So if you want to change the theme of the title screen, you can literally just import it. It's just Running Through the Plains is our new title thing from Sonic 06. You can change the window color. Let's make it a nice little turquoise. Fucking disgusting. You can change the graphic of the title screen, and you can also import your own into the right area. It's called Title 1, Title 2 in the base folder. You'd seen it before. And of course, you've got your code. What I would usually do is go to Windows and find anything I didn't need. You shouldn't be allowed to save. Oh, I didn't show you guys how to save. It's pretty simple in the first place. So you don't need formation, you don't need original commands, you don't need save command. You can have the game end command, because I'm not that cruel. You've really just got to go through it and try to make sense of it, or have a listen to someone else go through it. Let's show you how to make a save file real quick. I always make mine the RadicalSoda, as in my games. So I always pick a spilt soda. You literally just click this, and then where's that? I haven't done this in such a long time. Open save screen. And if you want someone to die, you literally make an event cutscene, and then you just do game over. You literally just click game over, and then you game over. And then there's play movie, but I've got no movies in here. You can look up on YouTube how to transfer movies and stuff. I'm not doing that today. It's super annoying, and it's only really there if you want to do stupid little compressed cutscenes. I'll show you that it works, and that the game plays just fine. And then I'll let you guys add it. In the description, there'll be I should upload the files somewhere, and it should allow you guys to download them. And if you have RPG Maker VXA, you should be able to open it up in there and just straight up just make it as well. So if you want to continue the story of Ghost Dog, you can do it. I believe in you. If there's enough games, or even if there's one really big one, I might do a whole video on it. So we'll see as we go along. Even if it's just a couple of 5-minute games from people, that'll be enough to make a video on. I'd love to see what you guys do. And I know asking people to do stuff is not so if you don't want to do it, don't feel inclined to. That's just an option, just in case people are really excited want to make an RPG game. And yeah, there are so many games I want to do RadicalSoda episodes on. I was going to make some honey bun videos, just without the thing I've been doing with kind of Kingdom Hearts and stuff, but every time I started playing a game, I was like, this would be so much better if I had my camera, and if I could just actually make a proper video. So I am going to wait until I come back from my little holiday that I'm going to take soon enough, after I go through my Markiplier fan games, after this video has gone up and stuff like that. So let's play through it. Let's play through it. God, this is gonna be a wreck of a game. Oh, look, it did work. It did. These items, they went away from the menu, save game and stuff. It's all gone from the menu. So you just got to go through the code. You can also change this from the menus if you just delete them in where they are in the code. There's an item list, item category. See, here we are. Just delete that. Literally, bam, done. That's all you need to do. Pick up a gold star. And I got 1 gold star. Okay, so that's kind of it. I'll set my starting player position back here, and if you guys want to mess around with this, if you want to make your own little story with this, or if you just want to even make a little game, I'm happy to help. Yeah, it'll be in the description. If you want to try it out, you can. And holy fuck, is that a blimp?